Hello and welcome to Sportswomen Connect. My name is Regina, your host. We thank you for your unwavering support as we connect with women in sport in areas of administration, coaching, officiation and management. On Sportswomen Connect, we talk to girls, women and sports well-wishers to share ideas, experiences and aspirations for women in sport. Today we'll talk about physical education and sports in Uganda with one of the head teachers of early learning and child development. Welcome to the show, Madam.
Thank you.
Please introduce yourself.
Wow. Lumonyo Annet, and I come from the East.
East is
Bali, of course. And you know what? That is the land of the wise. I really love it.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, yeah. Our viewers, a head teacher of Entebbe Community School under Entebbe Pentecostal Church in Entebbe. Basically, Entebbe Community School is a Christian-founded school, that I must say, and we are dedicated to providing the best education integrated with Christian values that will enable our pupils to become competitive citizens of Uganda and the whole world. So we're not looking at Uganda, but we are looking at the whole world.
Okay.
So, and when we talk about competitive, we are coming back to our topic of physical education. So, yeah, that is it. We are there to educate and transform a nation. So that is about Entebbe Community School. And our purpose and mission is to train our pupils to live a life of integrity in all spheres of life. And purpose to give them a good education that promotes right thinking, good conduct, and clean living in the light of all that God has provided to mankind, including sports. Yeah, so basically that is it. Yeah.
And in your opinion, what are some of the obstacles of participation in physical education and sports for girls?
Yeah, we would call them, or it would basically be on a very wide range. And one of them being, as girls, we are really looking at that, sexually abused. Our children, most especially the girls, are sexually abused, and you'll find that they shy away from these major activities, basically in the area of sports. So remember, we are using the physical bit of it, and we talk when we talk about the physical bit of it, we are talking about
the body.
We are dealing away with the mind, and we are putting the body into action. So if they are sexually harassed, sexually abused, they will shrink or they will shy away. They will not come into the open and also just enjoy the food like others, because they will be they'll
feel embarrassed,
and they will have that low self-esteem. So that one majorly becomes a challenge in schools. Just like I had a scenario on one of the televisions where a young girl was harassed by a teacher, which was really, really bad. So you cannot expect that girl to come out and be involved. How will it look like me coming out? We don't know. They were sexually used, touched by breast. You know, they are really discouraged when it comes to that. Yeah. Another challenge is child labor. They are taken to be the ones that do most of the work
at home.
For instance, we are talking about education. These girls, you'll find the boy is early at school and the girl is late.
Is still doing
you're asking them, why are you? I had to wash clothes, I had to wash plates, I could not leave home. But no, you have a brother. No, for him he woke up. So you find out, you really come to see that they are given work to do. It's not a balanced one, and they are using them more than
the boys.
Yet it should be something that is balanced. They should do work together. So I think that affects them in another way or the other. We then have we'll talk about lack of enough facilities. Yeah, most schools don't have enough facilities.
Playing spaces.
Yeah, that can be, but we talk about like things to use. We have like, okay, for instance, football. Are there enough balls? And these balls should not be basically for only the boys. They should be for girls.
They should be
general.
All over the school, so that whoever wants to pick it up and play can pick it up and play.
They do it at will, and we should not restrict them that there are only few balls, so they should be for boys. No. So we should have enough playing materials and also have enough space for our children, such that they can expand. When you look at education, education is a process. It's a process of acquiring knowledge. So in these things, in this process, we have education, we have teaching them, we have training them, and we have letting them learn. And where are they learning from? Class.
Yes.
And then when it comes to skills, class.
No.
When it comes to no, yeah, definitely. So we should.
That's why there's a physical education aspect.
Definitely. So we should really encourage our children. We should really make sure that we have put in place enough materials for our children to cater for them. When we buy facilities, please, we should all put them into consideration. And then we have lack of enough space. That is also another different thing on its own. As directors, most people come up with money. They have my money, they have the money with them, it's enough, I think we can start up a school. But before we put that in action, have we thought of the physical education? Have we thought of where are our children going to learn? Where are they going to play from? It's not all about them sitting down in class. We don't have space. We've concentrated. Madam Host, if you look at, you've really seen most schools utilize the little space and they're putting their buildings.
Every day there's a new building.
There is a new building going on, and they're not minding about the future of these children. That's their future, because if their skills, remember, we are training them. So we are not focusing on the books only, no. We are doing two things. We are trying to bring up the abilities that God has instilled in these children to the world. So if physical education is one of them, and if God put it in them, it means it can help them live a better future. So when we are really putting up the structures, we are trying to think of a school, let's put into consideration space
during the planning phase.
So because of that, it has become a challenge. Children have been kept indoors. They've kept in class, they're indoors, they can't really stretch out. So I'm looking at that as a challenge. We also have teenage pregnancies. These children get early pregnancies, and if they are pregnant, tell me what will happen.
Of course I can't play.
If you're a mother, can you really play with a child jumping?
No.
And you know they are young. So what
you're a child, and you also, I don't know, mother, child, mother, I don't know. It becomes difficult too.
It's really tricky actually. It becomes difficult because this child, we have already killed a skill in this child. We don't know what it is, and I think they become pregnant. Basically, what is on the media nowadays, the exposure, they are exposed to all kinds of life, and some of our children are not taught. So in the scenario of messing up, they are pregnant, and to me it is a loss, because I'm looking at a girl who is a very, very good footballer. I love football. Is really going down. She has perished unless there is someone to bring them up and say, though you're pregnant and you've given birth, you can still go back. But there are few. They look at them as wasted. They can do nothing.
Wasted years.
Wasted years. So that one becomes a challenge.
Okay.
Yeah, we are looking at lack of role models.
Are you a role model?
Why not? That's true. We have few role models. I'll basically talk about the girl child. We as the leaders or administrators and head teachers should come out as, they should look at us as role models.
Yes.
So in most schools, I don't think they are looking at their lead teachers as role models. There are few of them.
Why is that?
I think because it's more of the office. I'm this.
I'm the administrator.
Definitely. What does it take? I should be in suits. I should be in coats. They should see me. Yeah,
behind my desk.
Bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. But when we come to the physical education,
it shouldn't be every day of the week that you're dressed like that.
Yeah, it should not. We should really work out that, yeah, this day we are going to do sports. I should be a role model to the children. Since we are talking about early
learning and child development.
Yeah, so you are developing a skill in them. They are looking at you. Wow, it's sweet to say, I want to be like
Teacher
you.
Annet.
Yeah. It's really sweet. You can't believe a child just hugging us. I want to be like you. They touch you. So that's a challenge. And I don't think whether, most especially head teachers, we are being role models to these young ones. Yeah.
You at your desks.
We are at the desk.
We are administering.
We are administering what?
You need to get to their level.
Definitely,
I guess.
we need to go there. So then we also have early forced marriages. Yeah. I'll look at it as we don't have what to do, and can my child go out? Someone has come and they can get married. You're getting
a 12-year-old
girl going out to marriage at a very early age, and the parents
are supporting
it, which is really, it's an embarrassment to me. So I think that is a challenge in Uganda today, that our children who are very talented, who are very skilled, are going into something that
they have no idea about, and they're not even ready.
They are not ready. They are inside there, and you as a person who could do something, oh my God, a child is inside there, but they could do something that would basically help them out. So that one becomes a challenge, I think. So,
earlier you talked about the school curriculum on physical education.
Yeah, that is a challenge. And I look at it as being a big one, because we only focus on these subjects.
Academics.
Reason given that it is on paper, yeah, we have physical education, what are the activities, but we do not give it time. We don't really put emphasis as head teachers that, yeah, physical education should be done prompt. For instance, if it is an education, give it time. Make sure that it's put on ground, not on paper, not in the curriculum, that our curriculum covers physical education for sure. If you went in too many schools and you're like, okay, on your timetable, one, it can be done for an inspector to come and say yes on their timetable.
They have physical education.
They have physical education.
And sports.
On this day.
That's and once the inspector goes,
it is done.
The rest is finished.
We need grades, my dear. So we need grades, we need good marks, we need to see, we have to come up with 20 first grades and we will be on the map. Thank you very much. That's a hand clap. But then we are leaving out one thing. We have killed something very precious in these children, and those are their skills. We have not really exhibited, we've not put into place really what should be done. And I don't think, to me, we are really covering it. I think that curriculum aspect, that it is in the books, because every curriculum has it and what should be done, but it's only on paper, not on ground. Because, and the time allocated, it can be break time. Yeah, they went for physical education during break time. No, so that is a challenge.
And what about your school? How do you go about it?
We do it every Wednesday. It's from 8 to 10. It's physical education.
Okay.
I myself love it, and I should be there. Maybe unless otherwise, but I'm there. We put on yellow and we are very smart. So we are going, we are doing physical, we even engage them. Please come on board. What do you know? A girl knows this, a boy knows this. They bring, and we also do what they think they know. So we participate. And on Fridays, we are there right from 10 to midday.
That's 2 hours.
2 hours.
2 hours of play.
Give it to them. And we don't have a candidate class when it comes to that. Don't tell me I'm in primary 7, we have no time, 2 hours are too many, we are looking for first grades. Primary 7 is a preparation. You must have done a lot. And
From
now,
primary 1 to primary 6.
So right now, let them also expand their brain. When it's time for physical education,
everybody should come out.
If I'm there, myself out. Hey, I blow the whistle.
And we are all out.
We are all out. Okay. It's so good. So that one becomes a challenge. I think with the curriculum, it's on paper, but it's not really put into really action. It's not being done in schools. I think which should be checked on. Yeah, we talk about different rewards for different reward system for boys and girls. When we come to rewarding, please, it's in most cases it's not general.
It's not equal.
We will look at who has been the best. Is it a boy? I think boys are best in football. Should give them the best. No. When we are giving, let it be equal. If it is football and you saw that this girl was doing it, give it to her.
But is that the reality? Is that the reality?
I think to me it is, because I do it. I don't have to me. To others out there, I don't know, but to me, I do not have a boy and a girl. All my children are equal. So when we are rewarding them, it's a system. We come as a team on board and we reward irrespective of the sex. Yeah,
of the gender.
No. We have to say, yeah, it is this who deserves. And if it's a boy, why not? We give them
their prize.
Their prize.
Yeah. Okay.
However, so that's a challenge because it's not taken on board. Yeah.
You've mentioned a lot of obstacles to participation of girls in sport. What is being done to address some of these obstacles?
Thank you very much. I think one of the things that is being done to address these obstacles, as directors, I'm a head teacher, but I have a director, I have my boss. As directors, it's they should put into consideration when they are putting up their plan at the first stage. They should really come on board and know that, we are planning to put up a school. I should also cater for the sports. I should not leave this aspect out. We should really think about buying. If we are to buy, let us not really look on books alone for academics, because our children right now, I'm looking at sports selling. It's really selling. I don't know what you see, but to me, when you sit down there, it's really selling. So
sports betting,
you know, that all that people are going out there who is, you know, the Manchester, this is this one. You also find
clubs.
You find professors there, my dear. And perhaps they're saying, I wish I knew, oh my God, at that early age.
I should have played some sport.
You know, if you look at from the age of 18 to 30, basically, that's
40, I think 40.
But very vibrant is
18 to 35.
To 35, okay, Now I think the professors, I wish, because the way you look at them when they are looking at the match,
when they are betting, or when they
even when they are watching, my dear, you see a professor with gray hair. I think, to me, I assume this one saying, I wish.
Okay.
So let us avoid
the wishes
for these children.
The wishful thinking.
Yeah, and please, help them when they are still young. So as head teachers, as directors, as we plan for the schools, as we plan to bring in books, as we plan for teachers, it is, I think we should also put into consideration the sports aspect of it. Put in place those materials, buy them if you can afford. For those that can't, let us improvise, let us think beyond the brackets and say that we don't have, so I think we will do nothing. And then my appeal is
I remember growing up, we played with, our balls were made of banana fibers.
Yeah.
And I remember my mom would stand on the other side and my sister on the other side, and you just keep tossing it back, and then I think we called it nugget or something like that. And
actually, way back in P6, P3, I liked the ropes, banana fibers, because I think I liked, you've said
natural materials.
Yeah, natural. God has given them to us. And since we are a Christian-based school, we believe that everything God has created around us is important. So there is also this one here. If really you're down, these straws for
drinking soda.
Yeah. Oh, we picked them. We used to knit them. 3 of them you knit. At the end of the day, you have a very
long rope.
Yeah. And it's durable, my dear. So that is all creativity.
But that's also a skill that if the children can be able to do that, then that's the skill they can use in future.
Yeah. So we should not be rigid and think we can do nothing. There is always something. Whatever God has put there, you can do something out of it. And it can be really, since we are talking of the physical, so we can't really keep our children down because we have nothing. And then inspectors should really ensure that when they come to inspect, let them not only think, yeah, it has started, you have the teachers, you give a mark, is this in place? Yeah. Let them also look at the environment, please. Let them advise accordingly that yes, you're putting up a school. And I think, Madam Host, it would be very good that before someone came up with a school, there are now more houses with schools.
Yeah, like someone's house is turned into a school.
A school.
There is no compound, there is no playing space, but
it's a school.
Yeah, education is happening.
And they are starting it, they are putting up that school, and then it's already started. And then when the inspector comes, there are very many children, and maybe perhaps some things that, okay, there are many children. I think, what, do you have qualified teachers? No, it's not all about that. Let's think beyond. Let's think and see, yeah, very good, but we need space for these children to play. And enough space. At least when you're planning, let that be on board. We will not be cheating these children, and we shall not be only giving them one thing to live on in life. We will be reducing on unemployment because we will have the whole world. If your girl has come up as the best, the world
in football,
call it
or in rugby,
any area, they will bid on demand. They'll even just sit and say, oh, which country am I going to? Please, we need your services. And you begin giving them, I think at this fee I will manage. At this fee I'll not come and work for, you know. So it's not all about the academics. No. I think there we will be really doing a disservice
to the children.
And then in areas of facilities, let's improvise. Just we've talked about that. We should really improvise. Let's not sit back and say we can do nothing.
Okay.
Yeah. And role models, come on board, please. Let's leave those chairs. Let's go to them when needed, but when there is need, please let us act as role models. Let these young children look at us. By the way, that early age is very, very sensitive. There is a lot sticks in these children's mind, a lot. What they have seen at that age
is what they carry with them for the rest of their lives sometimes.
Yeah, they carry with them. It's very hard for it to vanish. So to avoid anything, when they look, they will always, I had a teacher, I loved music also, so I had a teacher in P2. I used to see I was in Army Children's School Mbuya for my primary. So I used to see, she was Teacher Grace. She loved music, and Teacher Dorcas, and then netball. I was young, but after the big girls had played, I also go and try and play.
Your time, Yoka.
Yeah, your time. And I would see our head teacher go there. When they are playing, of course, we are young kids, we are not allowed to go, but immediately they leave the field. We also join. We enter. So it means that I looked at that teacher. I love netball, honestly. For real, you come on Friday, I don't care what you will say.
You'll be throwing the ball.
You come and ask, who is the head teacher of Ecom? She's playing.
How nice.
So at the end of the day, you will come out, hey, she's the one. We'll pass you, and you'll find maybe a teacher has dressed very well that day. Maybe they're smart, and you'll think they're the head teacher. No, I'm there playing.
It's your time to play.
It's my time to play with my children.
That's
so they are
nice.
loving me. They are looking at everything as being gorgeous. So let's be role models to these young ones, please. Come on board. Spare time for them. Where need be, please. As head teachers, put on the gadgets. Come down. If you're a footballer, you're a head teacher there, and you're a gentleman headmaster, come. Play football with them. If you play rugby, come, do it with them. They will feel so happy, and we will have them look at more. Yeah.
Okay, and if you had one wish for girls and women in sport, what would it be?
Oh God, that's a very sweet question. Okay. My wish for girls out there is I would love seeing them on top. It's the girls taking the lead.
As leaders?
Basically, definitely. Being the lead when it comes to sports. I hear of Regina, but she's old now.
Oh no, I'm not old.
Really?
Sportswomen don't grow old.
You have
Come on.
okay. You have a daughter, right?
Yeah.
And what's her name?
Anne-Marie.
Anne-Marie. Wow. Being a young girl, she's young, yeah. I would love to see girls out there on the top, being leaders, coming down, inspiring others, bringing gold medals, just like Dorcas did in Zukuru. So my wish, please, is like I want to see those girls on the top. Every time I'm on television, I'm saying, hey, this one is bringing a medal, yeah. Yeah.
And there's something else you had highlighted earlier.
Okay.
About equal treatment of girls.
Yeah, and it's my desire to see that we really treat the girls and the boys equally. It is my desire for us to inspire these children equally, not segregating them, not bringing them like it's a girl's job, it's a boy's job. It is the responsibility of a girl to do this, to wash, to play, then it's the boy to do. No, it is my desire that we treat children equally, love them equally, show them that they are equal. They can do it. In life, they can. A boy can go for it, and a girl can go for it.
Wow.
They can make it. So my appeal is, please, our viewers, let's treat these children
the same.
The same.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, those are inspirational words. And treat children right, but sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard, but it's something that can be done. It's something that can be done.
You know, if we put up this aspect of something being hard, we will create a view that it is, it can't be done. It's hard, it can't be done. No, we can do it. Let's have that, let's have the spirit of we can, not it's hard. Yeah.
We think of the possibility, not the impossibility.
Definitely. let's live a positive life. And
with God, everything is possible.
Being a Christian founded school, we always instill that in our children and tell them, hey, with God everything is possible. Yeah, for instance, I can just give you a scenario briefly. We had one of our classes being renovated, and I saw both girls and boys kneel and pray. They said, we will pray until this classroom will be renovated.
Wow.
We are not going to any class, though it is raining, we are inside there, right? My God, he did it for them.
Wow, amazing, amazing stuff. And as we come to the end of the show, you've heard from teacher Annet. She's emphasizing equal treatment for both girls and boys in sport and physical education. And that brings us to the end of the show. Thank you for tuning in. Till next time, goodbye.